here we go. Introduce yourself to me.
Hello, everyone. My name is Joey Maccaferri. I'm a mixed martial arts competitor, mixed martial arts online content creator, mainly on TikTok. And I'm just living my life, making new friends along the way.
Awesome, man. What are Whoa, let's start again. What styles do you practice the most?
The most, I'm heavy into sport karate,
Mm-hmm.
Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and kind of baseline martial arts.
Oh, okay.
There's stuff that I dabble in that I don't consider that I do, but heavy taekwondo influence, a lot of
Oh, I
kicking
see.
arts, kickboxing, Salat, Krav Maga, self-defense, training
Sick.
multiple times a week. Yeah.
Awesome. I've been wanting to get into Salat as well, but there's no school nearby, and it's hard to find stuff online about it. It's really
It's hard to find.
Yeah.
I'm just lucky enough that I've had, weirdly enough, I live on a small island. And I just happen to have a really good instructor for it. His instructor was, he was in Indonesia. They've been traveling around the world doing this stuff, and I just got lucky. But it's hard to find a good Salat instructor because it's such a, like, I don't want to say dying martial art, but it's just like ancient type of, where you can't find a good one.
I get
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I've tried to look for like instructionals online and stuff like that, but it's not.
Yeah, because some people take it the wrong way.
Yeah, I
it's
found
originally used as a bladed art or weaponized art, where you can use one knife which will translate into another knife, or they have a scarf. I forget what it's called, but yeah,
I know what you're
the
saying.
weapons. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And what would you consider to be your base style of martial arts, like the point karate or?
Probably point karate. That's why I started out, and that's what I love doing the most. It's not meant to be like a self-defense. That's what kind of people get the wrong idea of. It's not meant to be this kick-ass where you're knocking people out every day. It's a really intense game of tag. And until I started out in my taekwondo school, it was less of a taekwondo. We just call it taekwondo, but it was not as traditional. Like, I don't know the Pumse Taeguks, which is like the taekwondo forms. We were heavily sport influenced and competition influenced. We still did kata. We kind of made up our own, combining different, I guess, styles of karate and stuff.
I was wanting to ask. Yeah, do you see the point fighting as a separate style, like Shotokan or Goju-Ryu?
100%.
Oh, okay.
100%. Because there's Kumite, which is, I've never personally done it, but then there's point fighting. Point fighting is, it takes out all the rules of fighting, as in keeping your hands up, staying on the ground. It takes all that, and you're bouncing up, you're throwing these fancy kicks, you're bouncing like this, and it takes everything away. It's really hard to explain it to, because when I explain it to traditional martial artists, they don't like it because it's not their forte, I guess. But to me, it's the traditional martial artists aren't accepting. They're not moving up in the generation of this world. They're still stuck in those times.
I get that.
And they're not advancing. But I still love traditional martial arts 100%. I love doing kata. Not really, but I do it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that's kind of the reason I am. My base style, I think, is like Muay Thai, most of it, and now I mostly train boxing. And I used to do karate about, like, I think a year ago in a school nearby, but the only thing we did was kata. So that's the reason why I only got a bit. Yeah, my interest fell away a bit.
The only reason I would do kata, if I opened up my own martial arts school, the only reason I would do kata is to just put something into curriculum for kids to test with.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Because anyone can learn a roundhouse kick, a jab, a cross. But to be able to perfect a kata with all of your lines correct and everything nitpicky, that takes a certain level of discipline, and you have to practice it at home. Jabbing, you can learn to box 3 times a week, and then in the year you'll be fine.
Yeah, true.
Kata, you gotta be flexible. You gotta have self-control. You gotta have discipline.
True.
It's a different game.
Very true. I see that. Yeah. So what inspired you to start making content about it? Like, no, maybe a better question to start off with. How did you get into martial arts? Was it your parents or just interest?
When I was
a fun question.
probably 7, 7 or 8. It was like first grade, second grade along there. My mom just signed me up. I didn't want to do it.
Oh, wow.
I wasn't really doing anything at that time, but my mom was like, I signed you up for martial arts classes. I was like, come on, dude. Signed up. I walked in. This badass martial arts instructor. She was I think 4th degree black belt at the time. Who's still my instructor. She is, she is barking. She's yelling. It's a badass place. I was terrified until we got into that. I met the other instructors, and I realized that it was a different type of thing that I realized, because I thought it was going to be more of like a boot camp type of thing.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't realize how A, fun it was, and B, they kind of just yelled if they had to. And when they weren't yelling, as a little kid, yelling, period, is horrible.
Yeah.
But they only yelled at you when you wasn't doing it right and stuff.
Oh,
and that's my first day. I wasn't doing too good. But they started. It became less of a class type of thing and more of like a hangout session where you're just whooping ass with. Am I allowed to swear?
Yeah, for sure. Go for it.
Oh fuck yeah! You're whooping ass with your classmates. It's something different than what I thought it was. I thought it was gonna be a military type of thing, but I was laughing. Yeah. I was playing. I was still working. I was sweating.
Yeah, fun environment. Yeah.
And I was never allowed to quit. There was a time when I wanted to quit. Thank God I didn't. Where I didn't want to go to class because my instructor was so big and so strong, and I lost every time. And he was like kicking me hard in the head. I hated it. I just didn't want to go. But then that made me such a good fighter. Such a good fighter. I
feel that.
So the reason I do martial arts strictly is because of my parents put me in it. And now I found other reasons.
Like
I found other reasons. Yeah, I found my own motivation. I started competing. I started making these videos. You know what I mean? You can't make videos if you don't train, because then you're losing it all and you're just spouting out bullshit.
Absolutely. Yeah. True. Yeah, I also have a weird kind of relationship with martial arts. When I started, like when I was really young, I wanted to start doing it because of like Power Rangers and all those TV shows. Yeah. And so my parents drove me to a judo class, and I walked in and I saw someone like a black belt get smacked on the ground so hard by a hip throw. I immediately walked outside again, and I was like, yeah, no, fuck this. I'm not doing that. Yeah. So I did nothing for, I believe it was
schools. I found that when I do visit other schools, they don't do a good job of I wouldn't say welcoming, but like an introductory.
Oh, yeah. Making them feel comfortable.
When I started teaching full time with my school, I had talked with my first sparring instructor, and he was like, you need to learn that there's a difference between your customers and your students.
Very true. Yeah.
Yes. Right. Some kids are not cut out to be martial artists, but some kids are cut out to be your way of money.
They are, yeah.
We open back up. We're not used to having kids drop out like flies. So we had to dumb everything down and not be so hard on our students, because they were just so soft during the quarantine and everything. It's not a bad thing, but everyone was soft. I wasn't training. I was laying in bed all day. I'm fuck.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
I thought I'd be fine, but once we got back into it and everyone's out of shape and we're doing the same stuff that we was doing when it was tournament season, when everyone's competing, kids were not having it. So we had to kind of change the way we did things. And sparring night, I wouldn't, higher ranks. When we spar, we spar. We're not trying to show off for anybody. It's just how we fight. So that black belt slamming that judo guy, that's not going to be a good introductory for little kids who think that martial arts is.
Yeah, exactly. So I just walked out, and then a few years later, I was like, yeah, maybe I want to try something again. So my parents, I wanted to do kickboxing to start with, but my parents were like, yeah, no, that's too aggressive. You're not going to do that, that. Yeah. So I started off with Japanese jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
That school was awesome. I regret not going there anymore. I really do, just because of time and school and stuff like that. But if I have the time in the future, I definitely will pick that back up again. Awesome. That was an awesome school. And then I switched to a kickboxing gym, but they also, for me personally, I didn't feel comfortable there. But it was like a really big franchise school with like 200 students, and not really. Yeah, so class of 30 people, sparring, just switching.
Yeah, that's the dream.
All the time. I said to everyone, yeah, I'm new. Yeah, they didn't give a fuck. So
yeah, that's the dream. probably 30 people in our school total.
Yeah, the gym I
don't
train
have
at.
a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because I live
Most of
in,
them.
like I said, small ass island. We don't have a lot of people, and the
Mhm.
kids, because we've had kids come and go. We've had kids right up until black belt, and then they drop. We've had kids at black belt, and then they drop. We've had kids at yellow belt, blue belt.
Yeah.
But stuff comes up. We haven't had a kid, or maybe we have. No, I'm just unaware. But we haven't really had a kid quit that I knew of that just didn't like it anymore. We have kids who want to. I know that. And I try and make it easier on them. You know, they're beginning to be like 12, 13 years old. No one wants to be sparring with 8-year-olds on their Friday night. That's what I struggle with. My kids are all partying. I want to go to the parties. I want to have fun. But that's what makes it better when it's just you and your instructor, because everyone's out partying.
That's true. Those are the trainings I enjoy the most as well. Like the small groups, like not with 20 people. Like my last training, I think Friday it was, we had a new instructor who was brought in to train us for competition specifically.
Yep.
And we were just with 4. So I was paired up with the instructor. That was amazing. So
yeah, that's during the summers, everyone goes away to summer camps and everything. Everyone's away. And for like 3 years straight, it was just me and my sister in sport karate. Our instructor teaching us the angles and going really in depth with the angles. Not too far, not too shallow. Just giving us little pointers. And he was a good fighter, 100%. He was a great fighter. And he's just giving away free knowledge. And so when kids quit during my class, not like during, but when they're like messing around
teaching,
and just, I'm like, I'm giving you free knowledge.
Yeah, not
right
taking
now.
it seriously.
I would kill to have this. But they don't know what the power.
No, it's hard to know at that age. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yes,
I was just there.
I was just going and doing what they told me to do, but never thought
doing
about it outside the class. Yeah. that was the main thing for me. I mean, it was just a way to keep busy. So, but afterwards, it became an obsession. So, is there one sport that one martial art you follow specifically even more than others, or is it like all equally balanced?
Probably. I haven't done jiu-jitsu. I haven't trained rigorously and religiously in a while. I go to the jiu-jitsu class every once in a while, probably every week. But it's just so different because I've got jobs this summer. I've got everything. But I've been talking with people, wrestling with who I can. I wouldn't say, because I'm trying to get my blue belt yet. I'm still got my belt from when I was 13 and it just stopped. I had to take a break for a while. I can't remember why. I think I was injured. I like hurt my hamstring or something. I had to stop. So I'm stuck at this yellow belt, or it was an orange belt with a black stripe. But now I'm 16. I can get that blue belt. Once I get that blue belt, I'll be back in there. I'll be training.
I get that, yeah.
Yeah, probably sport karate, jiu-jitsu, and boxing.
Big Those one are for me 3 as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Because boxing is really the one that gets you in shape, I feel.
Yeah.
If you train hard in boxing, everything else will follow. Sport karate, it's more conditioning because once you lose your flexibility, your kicks are everything.
Yeah, true.
Right. I mean, because throughout the summer, I haven't been stretching as much because I've been in class and I haven't had time to just have an hour or two and sit down with the kids and stretch and drill classes. But I've been stretching every night, which is the best I can do, but it's not the same. And I'm competing in 2 weeks. So I'm trying to get back into it.
Like in sports karate then, in 2 weeks?
Yeah, sport karate.
Oh, okay. And is it like
2 weeks.
A state tournament, national tournament?
It's a national tournament.
Oh.
Ocean State Nationals.
Okay. Is there any way we can follow that outside of the US, or like streaming links or stuff like that? Or?
It's probably going to be on YouTube. If it won't be on YouTube, it's going to be on my YouTube.
Oh, okay.
I don't even post anything. I should start making videos.
Yeah, I saw your YouTube. The small videos of you fighting was awesome to see.
Probably. I just post those in case I lose them throughout my camera or something.
I get that. Yeah.
But it'll probably be on. I'll send you the Facebook link or something.
Yeah.
I just got Facebook like last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it'll probably be streamed somewhere. But
okay, that's good.
Yeah, this is my first tournament in 2 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the new gear. I got the uniforms.
Awesome.
I haven't been training though as much as I want to.
I understand, but you feel like you're ready for the tournament.
Not even that. I just feel like I'm not ready, but
like go out and fight.
I can win.
Okay.
I can win.
That's I can. Mindset plays a huge part. So if you got that right, then the rest hopefully will follow.
Yeah, people get that confused. It's not cocky, it's confident.
Very true.
Cocky. I never stand on all the victories I've had, and I've had a lot of victories. I don't stand on those. I stand on the ones I'm going to do and going to get.
I feel that. Yeah.
I've had problems with people. You're such a cocky asshole and shit. I'm not cocky.
Yeah, your comment section sometimes. God damn.
I do not. People, and there's a satire part to that on TikTok. There's a whole satire part. I don't know if you saw the video with Infamous Ninja. He was talking about the different ways he can beat me. I was like, you can't beat me. I'm the best in the world.
I think so. Yeah. I saw that. Like what? I don't know. I remember what he said, but something with kicks, like a hook kick or something.
Dude, something. People, no, that was Sun Jeong. Sun Jeong is just, he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Oh, I'm not explaining the push and the snap thing. Is he the one?
That was Jimmy Mooney. Yeah, Jimmy Mooney. Sun Jeong is a kid who like explained the difference. Sun Jeong.
Yeah.
Because he eats my Taekwondo stuff up. He eats it up. He's always commenting.
Yeah, I saw your discussion you had with him in his comment section or something. Like his video got deleted or yours got deleted, and
I just posted it twice. He didn't realize that. It's got like 10K views right now.
I don't get what he's doing with his time, bro. Honestly.
Yeah, it really bothered. It doesn't even bother me, but me and Christian, we like talk about it. It's like I don't think he understands the satire, and I've explained it to him. For a while, we were cool, but then he's like, "You have to take back your words about what you said."
Yeah,
and I was like, "Dude."
And then starting to critique your form and stuff. I mean, gotta be honest, your hook kick, like not a spinning one, just a standard hook kick, it's one of the best I've seen so far. Honestly.
Yeah, because it's not the Taekwondo that he does. It's
I don't know what he does. He explains it like the difference in Korea and the US, but what the fuck?
I think he does a lot more like form type stuff and for like demonstration type karate, Taekwondo. But people don't understand the satire at all. No. I've got all these trophies back there. I've got like over 50 trophies.
Yeah, I can see the
I don't mention none of them. Yeah. I'll mention none of them. I mentioned the tournament that I'm going to do or the fight that I will do. I get that. Or the UFC championship that I will get. All this. But people don't understand. You want me to mention my fucking 100 plus?
Yeah. No, it's a different thing, man. It's a different thing. Like my best friend is a basketball player. Sometimes we are like cocky against each other when we're sparring or stuff like that. I get on his nerves a bit, and he tells me like, don't be cocky, just be confident and stuff like that. But I mean, that's confident in my sport. Like I think there's a difference.
Yeah, there is a difference. I found the people that aren't doing good for themselves and winning the competitions that they want. They're the ones getting pissed off when you mention your confidence.
True, yeah.
I've had a guy, I don't think I've ever seen him win. But he's like, you'll get put on your ass one day.
Yeah.
I won't get, I probably will. But that day's not today.
No.
All right, one day I will. I promise.
Such fucking
not today.
Yeah. I feel that. Yeah, I hopefully have my first competition in a few weeks or a month.
Yeah?
I hope so.
Yeah, what is it?
Boxing. That's the one I'm training for. I have a deal with my parents. I can only do competition boxing. Because I think that's the gym I told you about, like the big gym I went to. Like my fourth training, they put me into hard sparring already, and the coach was late, so he wasn't there to make sure everything's okay. So I sparred with someone, and they told me in the beginning, be aware of the guy with the red hand wraps, because he doesn't physically know how to go 50%. He always goes full blast. And like the fourth training, he just had he had all fucking black.
Those are hard to fight.
So I didn't know. Like my fourth, I hadn't had any striking experience whatsoever. And he fucked up my leg with low kicks. So then when I was stumbling a little bit, and then once he noticed that, he went for the head, and I didn't even remember my name for that night. That was
the people who don't know how to fight are the hardest people that are the hardest people to fight.
Yeah. But that was the thing. He was experienced, so I thought he would go easy on me because he was new. But it didn't.
Especially with wrestling and stuff. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it's not about size. It's all about technique and stuff. Kind of. But if you're fighting my instructor, he's like 6'2". He's got to be like 250 pounds. I can't technique that. I can't technique take
No,
him down.
there's a
I
limit
wait
to
till
how
he
much
takes me down
technique
and I
can
can slip
do.
in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I
maybe a
feel
couple
that.
inches, a couple,
Yeah.
20 pounds maybe.
Uh-huh.
But there's a point where you reach like a limit.
True. Yeah.
And
Also depends on the
people,
art.
yeah, I'm the small. I'm 5'7". I'm 5'7".
Okay.
Fighting people, yeah. If I'm fighting a bigger guy, I'm either fighting you to knock you out, or I'm fighting to not get touched.
I
And
feel that. Yeah.
slip in a counter, slip in again, pop, pop.
More explosive. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
You have to do
Because
the
I'm the
opposite.
small guy. Big guys just, and it's happened
Very
before.
true.
I've been beat by white belts. I've been tapped out by white belts. I've been knocked down by white belts. I can't do shit. I'm just small.
Yeah.
And people don't understand. Size doesn't matter. Size matters 100% in whatever you're doing. Unless it's like sport karate where you're not directly strengthening them.
Yeah, like power is not the main
it just comes into height. Because if you're fighting 6 foot and you're 5'7", their head kick is going to be your chest kick.
Yeah.
And my head kick is going to be your stomach. So I won't even be able to touch your head.
Very true. I get
but
that.
I still find ways. You still got. That's how you. If you can fight them, you can fight anyone.
Also true. Yeah, that hasn't been an issue for me yet since I'm 6'3". So that's my style is mostly like jabbing, teeps, jabs, maybe a cross sometimes, but
you gotta keep that up because you got big everything. I'm guessing you got large wingspan. Do you know your wingspan?
No, I don't. But it's kind of I think it's more than average though. But I don't know exactly. You
Probably
know,
more than average.
after the podcast, I'll do it. I'll measure my wingspan and I'll let you know.
All right. Yeah, keep them out. Keep them out of your range.
For sure.
Because that's the hardest thing. When I fight big people, I turn into Mike Tyson. I'm moving.
Yeah.
I'm slipping.
Explosive, moving. Yeah.
Except the knockout part. Can't do that yet. But keep them out. Use your long legs.
Yeah.
Is it boxing or kickboxing?
The gym I train at now teaches kickboxing / Muay Thai, but my competition trainings are only boxing. So let's say just boxing for.
Do you know who you're fighting, or is it an open circuit where everyone who just shows up gets
you up? It's like a tournament you can only attend to if you have no experience. So it's like a really beginner's tournament. So it depends on how much sparring I do, I guess. And
so are knockouts allowed?
I think so. Yeah, it's standard boxing rules. I think just with open headgear and maybe 14-ounce, 12-ounce gloves.
So you're fighting beginners who don't know nothing. They're gonna be shy. They're gonna be shy.
Yeah.
Throwing stuff out. So you gotta work. If you want to turn on the gas, you gotta turn on the gas. Maybe not straight out of the fight.
No, only 3 rounds. So
I like to return energy. So if you run out to me in the middle of the ring and you're pop, I'm gonna come out. But if you're shy, I'll be more than that. But if you're more than me, I gotta turn it up and meet you.
I feel that, yeah.
Because if he teeps you into the fucking ring, into the corner of the ring, you're letting him know you can do that, and I won't do anything about it.
Very true.
Right? It's all about this mental, and because if you jab at me and I don't move or anything, now he knows that when he jabs, you won't do anything.
So you can set him up.
It's kind of like a blind spot. Like you give away so much more than you think. Right? A lot of UFC fighters take the first round to measure out distance and stuff. I think that's a great thing. But if you're fighting people who don't know how to fight, that goes out the window because they don't know their distance. They don't know anything.
So you don't need to.
Right? So either work harder than them or work less than them. Work harder, not smarter. Or work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. So those are the things I'm focusing on. So I'm feeling confident now. I think if I have a month or so, like more intense training, I think I'm ready for that.
Really pick it up. Ask your coach, pick it up. Don't kill me. Don't get me hurt. But pick it up.
Yeah.
I want to win this.
For sure. Yeah, but he knows. I've been training there for over a year now, so he knows how I think, what my mindset is. So yeah, it'll be all right.
Good.
I'm confident. So yeah. So all of the content you make, it's a lot of difference. I wrote it down here. You have like self-defense videos, martial arts demonstrations, sparring or fighting clips, and breakdowns of street fights. I even saw you post. And like comedy stuff. Like, what's your favorite type of content to make? Is there a favorite, or is it just martial arts related? fine.
Well, the thing is, if I wanted to, I would want to put in step-by-step Salat, where there's 15 moves. Not really, but I want to go super in depth. But people don't want to watch that. And at the end of the day,
Get that.
I'm looking to make videos that people want to watch, that get me views, that get me sponsors, that get me paid.
Understand that, yeah.
The Taekwondo videos, if I went into my gym saying Taekwondo ain't this, ain't that, people wouldn't like that.
No.
But online, I'm not representing my dojo. I'm representing me, myself, and my buddy Christian. But, Christian kind of keeps me in check with it, because every time I'm like, yo, let's do this move. And I'm like, bah, bah, bah. And it's all these different moves. And he's like, people aren't going to know what's happening. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. And we kind of keep it basic. But a lot of times we don't have ideas, and that's what sucks. So we find ourselves kind of not stealing other people's ideas, but
modifying
modifying them into what makes it us work. Dutch in the USA. I don't know if you know him. He does all the escapes and stuff.
Oh, I know him. Yeah. Follow him too.
I just got 1.6 million views, I think, off of his idea of signs you can fight. I credited him and everything. I always credit. I always credit if I'm taking someone else's video. Yeah. But I didn't take his stuff. I made it into.
You gave your own.
Like he was like people who don't want to fight but I changed it to people who are diffusing the situation. So it's not like directly his idea, but it is. I don't know if
that makes sense. Yeah, I get that.
But my favorite content is probably, I like doing the street fight. I will go on YouTube and watch street fights until my eyes bleed.
Yeah, same.
I watch the street fight videos. Some of them will do really well. Some of them not so much. I know when I was doing them, I was just doing it for Instagram followers. Follow my Instagram for the whole video. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I saw
that. Was just for Instagram videos, Instagram followers. Christian didn't like them because he was like, yeah, Christian's got his ideas about what will work. But
I feel that, but maybe that's good though. That you have like a perspective outside of a martial art.
Because he doesn't because he doesn't do the martial arts. He doesn't know what.
Yeah.
It's good that he doesn't. Thank God. Because if it was both of us, we'd be like doing all these moves, and people wouldn't be able to follow. Because Salat is such a fast art, but I found that Krav Maga is a lot easier to do because it's a lot more blunt and a lot more
more street oriented, so to say. Yeah.
But yeah, I get that. Or the favorite content, I just like pissing people off. If it gets me views,
I noticed that too. Yeah.
I live for the carnage, dude. But people don't understand. That's not my true views. Half of it's bullshit. Wrestling beats striking. What the fuck? People gotta understand. It's satire. I'm just a dude trying to get views.
I always notice that in one of your like controversial opinions videos you post. Most of them are like legit, like size matters. This, that, and I think true.
They're just people. They're just stuff that people don't like. But then I'll throw in one that's like.
And then there's one like on the edge, and I go to your comment section. Everyone talks about that one. Nobody gives a fuck about the real ones.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, but I mean,
I try and piss off a group each video. I'll do wrestlers, then I'll do Taekwondo guys. Taekwondo guys gatekeep their martial arts so hard.
Yeah.
They gatekeep it. I'm not
saying
they
have to. I mean, look at the memes. Like 90% of martial arts memes are about Taekwondo.
Dude, the McDojos stem from Taekwondo and karate because that's the most local dojo you'll find.
Yeah, true.
Joe's dojo, karate, and
very true.
It'll be a complete shit show. They won't have a good running, and that's where people get the Taekwondo sucks from. Yeah, I think Taekwondo is a great art, and people don't understand that. I love Taekwondo. I love kicking them, pop, pop, pop. But it gets me views, so I'm happy. I stopped giving a fuck what people think on the internet a while ago.
That's the best thing to do, man. Especially if you gain a big following, like.
Yeah.
If you let it keep coming to your heart all
the time. It gets you bigger.
Yeah.
I'm almost at 100K. Almost there. So I think I need one more big video, and I'll be there. Awesome. I'm at like 88K right now.
Yeah, keep it going, man, for sure. Speaking about McDojos, have you had any experiences with like McDojos or?
Yeah.
You train at one?
I'm not gonna name it.
No,
but
please don't.
It's in my. I'm gonna get sued.
Yeah.
I was staying at my grandma's house, and I took the class. I originally saw it when I was driving by, and I saw that it was a brand new opening. I saw the opening, saw the number. I texted the number, called them. I was like, "Yo, you guys got like an adult class or a teens sparring class or something advanced, right?" I'm right now a red belt in Taekwondo. I've been doing it for over a decade now. We're really strict on pounding people.
Yeah, as it should
making
be,
sure we're legit. But I called him. He was like, "Yeah, I'll put you in one of them." And so a couple hours go by. I'm ready for the class. Class he goes me. It's like 5:30. I walk in. It's a bunch of yellow belt, like 10-year-olds. I was like, dude, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
And then I either made the choice of whether I can kick a bunch of 10-year-olds' asses or I can teach some 10-year-olds. And I chose the second one. Should have chosen the first one now. But just the techniques they were doing, completely unrealistic. We did like an arm drag. No, did a block, a punch, and then a takedown, which was bullshit. I might add. And then an arm break with one hand. You put their arm on your knee, and you grab the wrist, and you go like that. I was like, "Where's their other hand?" And it got to the point because he was like, "You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong."
Oh no.
And I was like, if I'm at your gym, you have all respect to you.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna be doing that. So I would just add in subtle things. I'm not changing the technique. But like, when you're armbar where you're squatting down on their head, I don't know if you know it. But you're about to fall into the armbar.
Fujigatame, is it that one? No.
Something like that. I don't fucking know.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't know the precise names, but it's you just have their arm defended by your leg. That's all I was doing. I was carrying an extra step over.
Yeah.
And he ripped into me about it.
What the fuck?
I was like, dude. He's like an old time, in your face shark what's it called? Shark bait or shark attack. While instructors yell at you.
Oh yeah.
He's yelling in my face. If I want to, he's right there. He's right there.
Just a tough man. I mean,
Sensei Joey took over. I was like, my apologies. And he's trying to make me pay $50 for this class and trying to make me do all this. Yeah, and the kids, I'm not gonna name it, but the name of it was something Dojo of Champions.
That should have been a giveaway. That center. Wow.
And so
Dojo of Champions.
And so I asked some of the kids, I was like, "Yo, you guys compete or anything?" They're like, "No." I'm like, "Do you guys spar?" "No."
What's sparring?
Yeah. And I showed them clips of me sparring. They're like, "No, he would never let us do that."
What's the
and
point?
So I told the guy in the back of the like waiting area. I talked to him. He's like, "So we have like $75 for 3 classes and everything," which would be a good deal. But he just came off at me the wrong way. He's like, "Yeah, but you have to keep your sparring gear at home. Keep that at home. We're not doing that." And so that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, "All right, well, it's your dojo. You do what you want."
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna be a champion at my dojo.
Yeah, no point in trying to convince.
I wasn't really like that.
It won't work. So.
But I didn't say nothing like that. But some people don't realize what they're saying. Dojo of Champions can either be legit, or so far-fetched.
Nowhere in between. Nowhere in between. Yeah. So in a lot of your TikToks, you mention an everyday carry kit a lot, an ADC. I think yours was a pin, I believe.
No, yes, right now.
Yeah, right now.
I got a tactical pen somewhere. Tactical, as in it's just a fucking pen.
Oh, okay.
Sounds cool.
I get that. Yeah. So is that out of personal experience to do that, or just like more you feel safe that way?
Or? I live in a pretty safe place, but people aren't ready. People aren't expecting for that one guy to get jumped because it never happens, but it has happened. I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm not here for, "Oh, we live in such a safe place, and that's not gonna happen to you." That's not what's here for. I'm here for that one time, for that one small chance that if it happens, I'm ready. And I carry stuff on. I'm using my backpack here. I might have emptied it out last night, but will I go out and got some cool stuff in here.
Show me.
Got deodorant, always.
Very important.
Can't find it. I have a window breaker, an expendable baton. Don't know why I carry that. I shouldn't.
And is it legal to carry it around with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Massachusetts is kind of weird on the weapon laws. Knives can only be a certain length. Guns, you have to have a license, background check, and everything. I'm not old enough to carry gun.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Places I go to wouldn't like me to carry a knife. The schools, the stores, full water bottle, always. Window breaker, expendable time. Starburst. Now and then Band-Aids. I do tend to carry heavy gauze and alcohol wipes because man, my dad was in the Coast Guard, heavy military man.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Heavy military man, heavy. Every day he's heavy on the Second Amendment. He's all for self-defense, anything self-defense he has, but he kind of influenced me on to these different types of content creators on YouTube and everything.
I understand.
Icy Mike, Hard to Hurt.
Yeah,
and it's not that I live in such a dangerous place. People don't get that. Walking down the street, you can walk down the street at night. Girls can walk down the street at night. Sometimes.
Absolutely, yeah.
Depending where you are. Middle of winter, no one's doing anything. Everyone's inside their house. That we got some strange people here that you might want to keep your distance from.
Yeah.
But people think that they're blinded and they're so naive to what can happen. Okay, but all these people getting mugged.
I understand.
And Boston, everything, they're an hour away from here. They come here for the weekend. Now they're here. Homeless people, we got big homeless population. Who's to say that they aren't desperate for money?
Very true. I get
and
that.
I'm not saying I want to beat up a hobo, but if you put my life in danger,
you have the right.
I'm gonna put your life in danger.
Yeah,
exactly.
Sure.
But people are so naive here, and they think that they live in this because we live on an island. It's pretty good. Beaches, nice places, nice weather, nice houses. But they're so naive to what can happen. I think being exposed to the martial arts and the different people I've talked to who lived in the same type of areas I've lived in, who live in these nice houses, nice everything, they're so naive to what can actually happen.
I get
and that's what bothers me because people, even Christian's like, why are you carrying that? I was like, because I want to be ready.
Yeah.
And then he's like, that's not going to happen. And if it makes me look stupid, But I'm not going to look stupid when this dude's on the ground.
I get that. Friends call me paranoid as well for that. Yeah.
It's not even that paranoid. I'm just ready. Right?
I feel it, yeah.
A couple nights ago, me and Christian were walking around. Right, we were looking for a place to film TikToks. This crazy dude. He was carrying around a knife out in the open, talking to himself. I had the baton right here on me. I was like, motherfucker, I'm ready. I'm ready for this shit. I was walking, and he was on this side. We was 20 feet away. If he stepped any closer, stepping this thing out.
Yeah.
We came back, right? He's like, he's got to be gone by now because it was the only outlet in a while. And we got the ring light. We unplug it in.
Oh, yeah.
So he's got to be gone. So we're doing the TikTok. We're talking. And then out of the corner of our eye, we see the guy. He's got a machete. Big machete.
What the fuck?
And I'm not bullshitting you. He was walking around with his head on his shoulder, with his machete on his shoulder, walking around, talking to himself. And we're like, we gotta get the fuck out of here. That's the days that I'm ready for when I say something wrong to the wrong guy. I'm not in a good mood. I say something bad that I shouldn't have. This kid comes at me. I don't know who's got who on what. People carry knives. People are carrying whatever.
I feel that, yeah.
They're naive here. They don't understand.
I think being naive is like a problem everywhere because
yeah,
where I live here in Belgium is the same thing. Like I tend to carry my keys at a strategic or more tactical place in my pockets, or even hold them. I don't know. When I'm out with friends,
I only carry my phone in my front pocket because I tend to wear tighter pants.
Oh yeah.
I always carry in my ass pocket. Pull them out. It's right there.
I get that. Yeah, also my friends ask me a lot, like when we go out and stuff like that, they ask me, why do you think about that? Why do you keep looking around? Why do you care who's passing you and stuff like that? I'll always be like, if you're out with me, nothing will happen. Like,
yeah,
it's not going to be my fault that something happens. I mean, of course, something can happen
100%
out of my control, but if I have something to say about it, no, fuck no. Nothing happens here.
Because people, A martial artist will look at the room differently. When I walk into a room,
very true. Exits.
I look at every single person.
Mm-hmm.
I look at everywhere I can leave.
Mm-hmm.
I look at who's doing what.
Yeah.
I see
absolutely.
this guy. He's 5'4", 110 pounds. He ain't gonna do shit. But I see this guy. He's 175 pounds and he's 6 foot.
Absolutely.
Keep an eye on this guy. Is drinking a lot. Keep an eye on him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who's coming in the door.
True.
Situational awareness is the best self-defense, 100%. Because you can just leave.
Absolutely.
Just leave.
True. Yeah. There's also it's the small details that define situational awareness. I think like looking around is one thing, but I mean, like for example, what I try to pay attention to. Yeah. And also, if I'm in a restaurant or a bar or anything like that, I never sit with my back towards the door or the exit. Never. Always try to position myself
You're
in
in
a
a
corner.
bar. That's 100% place where a fight's gonna happen.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and I've been in a few as well. So, like not in a few, but I've witnessed a few or had to get my friends out of one.
It's heavy shit too.
So it's heavy shit. Like when someone's
you got
hurt,
glasses,
they don't.
you got
wow.
knives around you. You got food.
It's not a good place.
And then you got people who aren't involved who are just in the way.
Yeah.
Who would get caught in the middle of it.
Very true.
No, if I see this happened, we were at a beach party. And this little girl she wasn't little, but she was like 13. But she was young. She was scared to be there. She didn't want to be there. I think I was with my cousins or something. And a fight broke out. And the fight's right behind her. And the fire is right there. Fire's right here. Fight's behind her. She's right here. She's gonna, if they fall on her, they're all going to the fire. They fall on her. She's this little girl. People don't understand, I gotta get that girl out of there. I gotta break up my boy in this fight. There's so much shit. But if I saw these two beefing, I would separate these two. That girl would have never gotten hurt. Separate these two. No one would have ever gotten hurt.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, I've taken a lot of online courses. Preferably the ICS one. It's called an ICS course, and they train you in kind of body language and when people are aggressive, because people can kind of naturally lock onto that. But when you see body language, right? I'm always sitting like this. I've got one leg down. I'm relaxed. But comes up, this is my first barrier. Someone comes at me, that's my first barrier. You see it like in jiu-jitsu. That's my first barrier.
Yeah.
Right?
I get that.
Now I got it. Right? People, how you sit. I always sit with my legs out. It's just, they teach, it's great stuff. You can look up a lot of good free courses that can get you certified. It's probably bullshit, certification.
Yeah, the certifications and stuff like that. That's why I buy books mostly.
Yeah, but it's good stuff. It's common knowledge that you just don't think of. If someone's mad, they'll start leveling off, beefing in your face. They'll level off, kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't realize how fast shit happens.
Yeah, very true. That's right. Yeah, mostly unpredictable situations with alcohol and like just a lot of people in one area. I mean, I can be walking on a market and I can be like, shit. Yeah.
Drunk people, pissed off people. People go to the bar to forget their feelings. People are in their feels. People might do something that they don't want to do. It's a lot of shit that happens.
Very true. Yeah, can be dangerous. But I'd rather be called paranoid and shit than to be 100%. Sorry afterwards. I mean,
I'd rather get my ass. I don't want to get my ass beat, or what's it called? Carried by 6 and backed by 12. I'd rather be backed by 12 than carried by 6.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Get my safety is more important than anything.
Yeah.
Or who I'm with. My
exactly. Yeah.
And my people and me.
Your bubble, sort of. Yeah.
If I'm walking with my girl, put her on the right side of the curb, so I'm closer to the cars.
Yeah.
People walk by, people looking at her the wrong way, people looking at me the wrong way. I don't know if they're trying to like come on to me or something.
Yeah, can happen fast, for sure.
Yeah, people just because a violent attack will happen like that. If you're with someone mentally unstable, a switch can flip off and they'll fucking attack you right now.
True.
Some people always got a problem with you. They won't put a lick on you. They'll jump you right now with 3 of their buddies.
Yeah.
People don't understand that. Just because you live in a good place and there's not a high crime rate doesn't mean it won't happen.
Very true. I get that. Yeah. That's why I'm a fan of Tony Blauer. Do you know Tony Blauer? From the No Fear stuff, Spear system.
I've never heard of it.
No?
Never heard of it.
You should look him up. Tony Blauer. He's like He's trained law enforcement, military, all in. He has like a very specific fighting system that he designed himself based on like human reactions and stuff like that. You should look it up. It's no bullshit. Absolutely not. I've bought a lot of stuff of him, like fear courses, online stuff. He has
Tony Blauer.
videos with Shane Faison from Fight Tips a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
That's
he has
awesome.
his own podcast and stuff like that. So you should look him up. He's worth looking into, I think. Yeah.
Okay, we'll do.
Awesome.
Because I'm into the whole science of fighting.
Yeah, exactly. Me too.
The science of.
Me too.
Yeah.
Love it more than anything. Yeah, yeah. Let's do a little scenario question. Let's say you walk into a room with 3 drinks on the table. One drink gives you super strength. One gives you black belt level skill of all striking arts, everyone you can think of. Or the last drink gives you black belt level skill of all grappling arts and wrestling and like stuff like that. Which one do you choose and why?
Super strength, 100%.
Really?
Super strength.
Okay.
Anyone can acquire. Anyone. You just have to go through the training.
True.
I don't shortcut my shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't shortcut. If my instructor offered me to test my black belt as a green belt,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have done that. I want to go through the trainings. I want to be that black belt that's underprepared.
But be a real black belt.
Yeah, you can acquire black belt skill by being a black belt and training. Right, giving it to you might be fun, might be easier, and you could be a total badass. But hey, I just knocked out two of the A and B, or B and C, black belt level skill and grappling. I can acquire that just by training.
Yeah.
Now I got super strength. Now you're fucked.
To pair with that, yeah, I get that. I didn't think of it that way. I just went for the short answer. Like, I'm a striker, just all striking arts I love. So I was like, oh, let's do that one. But I mean, super strength, if you compare with putting in the effort and the work to get a black belt in one of those,
yeah, that's what I would do.
You're fine. Yeah, I get that.
And if I give you the answer I wanted, probably grappling, because grappling's not my strong suit.
Yeah, me neither. That's why I like to improve my striking so much. But I mean, yeah.
Yeah, people get confused with the grappling, and because when I fight, the only time I will fight that's not in a dojo is if I need to. Right, I don't train to fight fighters. That's for competition. That's what that's for. I train to fight drunk dudes who got a problem with me, someone else, or someone that just needs to get put down. That's what I train for. And I'm not training for these high level strikers. I'm training for the drunk dude who's
massive. Yeah,
that's
massive
what I'm fighting for.
I get that.
I kind of define straight fighting as like caveman type shit. You know, you're fighting, you're throwing hands because this dude said something to you. That's little kid type shit.
True.
Yeah,
I feel that. Yeah.
I mean, I understand it when someone calls me a fucking name. I want to
get pissed off. Absolutely. Yeah.
It's natural.
Yeah, but your strength is in holding yourself in. Then I mean.
But what makes the difference between a martial artist is no matter how pissed off they'll get, I'll continue sitting here on my head, and they'll think about
very true
fucking knocking you out.
But yeah, what's the saying?
We're better than that.
What's the saying? When your temper raises, lower your hands. When your hands raise, lower your temper. I think it's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Yeah.
Because once you get pissed off and you raise your hands, everything goes out the window.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Everything goes out the window. In tournament, what bothers me in sport karate is when people hit after the judge says break.
Oh, yeah.
I've had that happen. And I've gone ask someone, but I was like, my instructor's right there. I got my students watching me. That won't look too good.
Very true.
Chilled out.
Yeah, that's the most important thing, man.
Yeah, I feel like I only get pissed off when something's on the line, right? If someone's cheating.
Yeah.
Right? If someone's got their glove on a little looser, giving them extra couple inches of reach, I kind of get pissed off. But if someone's in the street and they got a problem with me, I'm emotionless. It's whatever. It's another day.
I feel that, yeah.
Get off me. If I need to, I'll put you down. But that's what the martial arts is for, to protect yourself and others.
Very true. That's how it should be. Yeah. I feel that. What's if you could be known for one specific thing about martial arts, what would it be? It can be a technique, a virtue that you follow, a certain style, anything.
My goal is to be the next trying to think of someone. I want to be my own next pioneer slash influencer of the martial arts.
I get that. Yeah.
The more power figure. You got Jean-Claude Van Damme. You got Bruce Lee. Those are all actors and who got famous from the movies. Mind you, no one knew about them before the movies.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's a hard crime, but that's facts.
Yeah.
I want to be the guy that everyone knows about because of his martial arts.
Oh, right? Yeah.
I want to go into stunt work. I want to go into seminars. I want to go into different dojos. I want to open up my own dojo. I want to create my own fighters. I want to fight at the best tournaments in the world. I've fought with some of the. I used to. This one time, probably shouldn't be saying this. I fought in the church basement in Boston. Best martial arts, 100% in the world. Okay. I got my left ocular bone broken, fractured rib, fractured my lower rib. It was kids from Thailand. It was kids from Germany. Kids from all these places coming to do this. I'll get the ring.
And was it like a sanctioned tournament or? Or was it like kind of?
It was more of a. I don't want to say it, but it was more of like a fight club type.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
But not to that. Just for this. It's a little championship ring.
Oh, that's the ring you won in that tournament.
This is the best thing I own. 100%.
I feel that.
If I had to grab one thing out of a fire, this is it.
Okay. Wow.
Because that was the best fighters I've ever fought in the world. And I want to be the guy that people know from the guy who survived those.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it's like accumulative where if you lose, you die.
Yeah. Kind of intense. Yeah. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
It was intense fights. That was the hardest I've ever fought. Because there was no rules, so to say. No, I was getting kicked in the dick. I was getting fucking pulled my hair. It was horrible. But it was some of the best fighters ever. And I learned so much.
Yeah.
And when people, I can't say, not like to be that guy, but when people was talking about, I'm like, we are not the same. People talk to me about all these championships they won. We're not the same. That's a rules thing. That's your thing. And I'm proud of you. I love rules fighting, but in this thing, but people talk about fighting. This is it. I can back my shit up.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And people don't understand that those things exist. It's not just a movie thing. Right? You find yourself in the wrong crowd, you do the wrong things, but you learn and you experience so much that people don't understand is part of. Because I didn't think it was real. I just got the invitation. He's like,
it was with invites. Wow.
Yeah, I got this. I got this little tournament down. It's like down South Boston. I was like, all right, cool. I walked in there. There's people smoking. There's people doing shit. There was like chickens out. It was weird shit. There was dogs around.
Wow, what the fuck?
It was a weird place, but I didn't even know what I was in there for until I kind of got the message of, okay, this kid's kicking the fucking wall to toughen up his knuckles.
Yeah.
And I kind of got the message of, I want to be known to be that guy who can not beat up everyone, but to be that badass. Like, that's Joe Maccaferri.
Yeah.
It's going to be, he's an actor, he's a fighter, he's an influencer, he's an everything. And I want to be able to, because I feel like a lot of people don't say they are what they're not, where they say, I'm this kicker, I'm this fighter, I'm this guy who's won all these tournaments. You won 3 tournaments. You know what I mean? You're giving people this false pretense of what you actually are. And I want to be able to be that guy that people know who he is. People have seen him fight. The thing is with a lot of my, those things, no videos allowed. Because if you do, everyone's getting fucking arrested or some shit.
True,
get your ass beat if you, but it's all on tape. And if I have the tapes, but it's not good. It wasn't a good environment,
Yeah, you shouldn't post that stuff online, man. You don't know who's gonna see that, what's gonna happen with it.
I would never post that shit online. Because there were some bad people in there. There's some people. I don't know if they were bad people. They didn't give me a good vibe.
Like bad people.
Yeah. And I want to be that guy who can see people see him and they go, that's Joe Maccaferri. He's pioneered the world of martial arts, because martial arts is either dying or it's going to go really good. That can happen in the present, because think about it. Kids are getting softer. Parents are getting softer. The world of strict martial arts is dying.
Yeah, 100%. I get that.
You can't
get that. Yeah, true.
And if we have this generation for the next 60 years, I think we'll be good. But we got to really turn it up, because the next generation, 100% not.
Even
people are going to be too soft. People are going to be too fragile.
I feel that. Yeah, so we're almost out of time here. But one more thing. If you had one piece of advice for me for my first boxing match, what would it be? It's a question I ask everything. Okay, yeah, go for it.
All right. One technical. Use your range.
Okay.
Actual advice. Have fun with it. Enjoy it. Learn from it. Soak up every minute of it. From the moment you walk in that venue, from registration to this and that. Soak up who you're fighting. Think about, look at different people fight. Look on YouTube, look on everything you can find out about what you're fighting. Soak up everything.
I will.
Use all the knowledge you can get. How people fight. You'll learn so much from being in that ring. Win or lose doesn't fucking matter. Half the people in this world won't have the balls to step in that ring.
I feel that.
But you stepped in that ring, you already won. Don't go in there with a fragile mind. Heart of a lion, strong mind. You're already gonna win. It's just a matter of how you're gonna do it.
I feel that, man. Thanks for that. Awesome. That's a great way to end this. If you want to do a part 2, we can set something up for sure. In the coming weeks. Yeah. If I have a bit more time next time, that would be
100%.
Would be nice. Awesome, dude. I really appreciate it. You coming on. Thank you so much.
Is this gonna be recorded?
Yeah,
this is recorded.
Yes, this is recorded. I'll edit that, I think, somewhere next week, and I'll try to post it next week somewhere.
Yeah. So if you ever get the video, send it to me straight up. Because I'm going to make some TikToks out of this.
Yeah, sure. Go for it. I'm going to try to post some on TikTok as well, but I haven't figured out how to put it on my phone and then to cut up into pieces.
Okay.
But we'll get there. I'll let you know. We'll stay in touch.
100%.
Awesome.
See you later, bro.
Thanks, man.
Good talk. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. It was awesome.
It was awesome.
Yeah. Bye-bye.